Ahoy me mateys! Today I bring you a complete new line, but this is the worst line. We're talking about Captain Deadstar. Let's begin. Ultimates Super7, the worst Captain Deadstar, Cosmic Ghoul Renegade. Okay guys, let's check out the packaging first. And of course we have a Super7 Ultimates Classic sleeve box. And of course the front of the box, as we are seeing here, has a cool artwork on the middle. It very much reminds me of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night famous painting. Really cool. And below we have the name of the figure, Captain Deadstar, Cosmic Ghoul Renegade. Really cool, and what stands out about this outer packaging is of course that cool fire sword. Very nice. Now let's move to the side of the box. And we only have a blue background with some black brush strokes, as you can see here. And below we have waves, space waves, I would say, because they are red, cut out. Really nice. Now on the back of the box, we have the background again with blue and black brush strokes. And on the middle we have the worst logo with red foil and white letters. And of course below we have the Super7 logo. And now we're back to the front of the box, guys. Okay guys, now that we have taken off the sleeve box, we can appreciate the inner box, which has a coffin motif. And also it has the worst logo in here, and the name of the figure below as well. And right in the middle of this window coffin box, we have the figure itself, Captain Deadstar. Next to the figure we can see the accessories on the sides, the alternate heads, some rum, and many more interesting accessories, guys. Also on the background you can see more accessories and a very cool red background as well. Now let's move the box to the side. And on the side we have part of the window coffin box, nothing else as you can see. Now let's move to the back of the box. Again, the artwork of the character of Captain Deadstar with a nice red foiled surrounding Captain Deadstar, guys. And of course, here we have information about the character. Now we move to the other side of the box, which is a continuation of the window coffin box, guys. And we're back now to the front of the box. And that's it for the outer box review. Let's get this figure out of the box and review the blister box, guys. Now we have here the blister box, guys. And the blister box is divided into trays. Let's check the first tray. And of course you can see Captain Deadstar himself. The soft goods, really beautiful there. We also have on the left the interchangeable skull without the eye patch. And on the right we have the interchangeable skull laughing. Now let's check the second tray. This second tray has more accessories, guys, and different accessories. We have a stellar map here, really cool. Captain Deadstar's fire sword. And as well we have his loyal space bird in two different action poses, guys. Fantastic, can't wait to get Captain Deadstar out of the blister box and check the vanilla pose, guys. Okay guys, here we have Captain Deadstar in a vanilla pose and he's sporting his space pirate outfit. And as you can see, He's wearing a very imposing pirate captain hat with a skull and 2 bones, which are sculpted and nicely painted in white. Then we have the skull face of Captain Deadstar with a menacing eye and a patched eye. And of course the teeth, where you can see a golden tooth in the middle here. Moving down, we can see a very cool cape. And the way Captain Deadstar is using it makes me think that he could conceal a weapon without no one knowing. The cape is wired, so this allows you to make some cool poses with the figure. It's a red cape and it's made of fabric, stitched on the outer part of the cape, in this part of the cape, really cool. The part where the cape is not covering the body, you can see the weapon. So everyone would think, oh, that's the only weapon he has, but he can conceal a sword or another gun in the part that you cannot see. Taking a look underneath the cape, we can see the pirate vest with these ornamental braided cords. And below you can see the belt, nicely painted belt in grey and golden accent in the middle. And of course, attached to the belt is the gun sheath with the gun. Really, really cool. The arms are really nicely sculpted and painted really nice as well. You can see some black parts and grey parts as well, guys. And of course, he has a guard in the wrist, as you can see here. Moving down to the legs, and of course, typical of a pirate, he has a good leg and he has in this case, a robotic or bionic leg. And of course, you have to remember this is a space dude. So of course, he has a robotic leg instead of a wooden leg, guys. So that's it for the vanilla pose. Now let's check the articulation for Captain Deadstar. Now let's check the articulation for Captain Deadstar, guys. And as the figure came like this in the box, I will be reviewing the articulation as it is and as it came in the box. So it will be a bit difficult because of the tape, but we're gonna do our best, guys. So let's start with the head. As you can see, you can move a little bit down, a little bit up. You can turn the head left, you can turn the head right. And there's a little bit of tilting there. As you can see, you can tilt. Sorry, not the head, the skull. Okay, moving to the torso. Obviously you can see here that there's some torso articulation, a little bit. You can move to the forward, backwards a little bit, not much. But you can move the torso to the left and you can move the torso to the right. There's quite nice articulation there on the hip. Now let's check arm articulation, guys. And here obviously we're going to use the exposed arm, and you can move the arm forward, you can move the arm backwards, as you can see here, and you can move the arm out. There's a shoulder cut here. It doesn't move much, as you can see in trying to move it. I'm not gonna force it, but it does have articulation there, moving to the shoulder. Of course, there's a single jointed shoulder, as all Ultimates figures are. You can flex the elbow, and then we move down, and you can see that there is a swivel there. You can move up, you can move down, trying to see if there is wrist articulation. If you can move the wrist, yes, you can move the wrist all the way 360 degrees. Very nice. Let's check leg articulation, and we'll try it with the robotic leg, guys. So you can move forward, the robotic leg, you can move backwards, and of course you can move out. If Captain Deadstar wants to gig with the robotic leg, he can. And also you can bend the knee. You can see here, you can bend the knee. Is there foot articulation with the robotic leg? No. Let's move to the leg. Yes, you can move the foot down, up, and you have a rocker. Alright guys, now that we have checked the articulation for Captain Deadstar, let's move to accessories, guys. Alright guys, so here are the accessories from the first tray, and we're going to start with the alternate interchangeable skulls, guys. And first we have here, very cool, the bionic skull, where it doesn't have any eye patch, but you can see the robotic eye here, really menacing, looks like the Terminator. And of course you can see as well the nicely sculpted skull and bones of the pirate hat. And next we have the other alternate skull. You do have an eye patch, but the difference with this one and the other ones, that this one is laughing. Nicely painted as well. You can see pure black at the hat and white on the borders. Very nice, very detailed, really cool, guys. Next we have the interchangeable hands. And first we have the fist gloves, as you can see here, very nicely painted in black. Next we have the pair of relaxed gloves, really cool, nicely painted. These are the alternate gloves, guys. Next we have the barbecue chicken leg, really nicely detailed, orange, brownish, very nice. I hope it's not his parrot friend. Moving on, we have here the space rum. It does look like there's some liquid inside. It does give you that sense that there's real rum inside. And next we have the thermal grenade. Really cool, guys. When he's in quite some trouble, he just throws the thermal grenade, it explodes, and he's out of any trouble, guys. Next we have the skeleton key, guys. Maybe it's used for opening the chest that we will be seeing in the second tray. This is the skeleton key. Next we have, very curious, very funny, a list. And here he's already crossed, as you can see, some words here. And we have, of course, the quill pen here to use it with the list. Very nice, guys. And of course the quill is very nicely painted. That's it for accessories part 1. Absolutely fantastic. Okay guys, this is accessories part 2. And of course we will be starting with the treasure chest, guys. And there's a padlock here. And of course you can bring the skeleton key and pretend that you're going to open it with the skeleton key, but you just have to lift the lid. And there you have it. You have enough space. You can put the chicken leg, you can put the rum there. Plenty of space, as you can see here. Captain without a treasure chest is not a pirate captain at all. Next we have the flaming cutlass. The fire sword, really nice. Look at that. Nicely sculpted with some translucent features here. And of course in the middle you see the line painted in orange, really nice. Gives you this effect that it is truly flaming out. Next we have the undead parrot in its 2 forms. First we have spreading his wings, and of course you can see here a peg that goes, of course, in Captain Deadstar's shoulder. Really nice. And of course we have here the relaxed undead parrot. It also has a peg in the legs that you also can place it on Captain Deadstar's shoulder. And this is how you place the undead parrot in Captain Deadstar's shoulder. Of course I had to remove the cape of Captain Deadstar. This is how you place the undead parrot. Really cool, as you can see here. And this is how you place the parrot on Captain Deadstar's shoulder, guys. Next we have the stellar treasure map. Really cool, guys. Very nice artwork. And that's it for accessories. Avast ye Captain Deadstar, the cosmic ghoul renegade. This is an in-house brand of Super7, a very unique brand. And of course this figures does not have any origins from movies, series or cartoons. So I will just imagine how it would have been to have this figure back in the day when I was a kid. I would have probably played with him facing off with my Star Trek figures. Facing off Jean-Luc Picard, Captain versus Captain. And since both of them are from space, it would have made sense and it would have been really cool. Anyhow, there are many more stories you can come up with, as this is a unique brand. I'm looking forward for reviewing other figures from the worst. Well guys, thank you very much for watching this review. This is the first review of Super7, the worst. Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection. Okay guys, I would really continue with the review for Captain Deadstar, but I lost him. I think he went on an adventure to deep space and I completely lost him. It is a good thing that I placed a tracking device on his robotic leg. So, okay guys, give me a second and I'll get him to continue this review.